This day could have been 100 degrees, and it's not, fortunately, because we've got a Heights of the Era happening in the Village of East Davenport, McClellan Heights neighborhood today, and this is the second year for the event, actually. One of the organizers is joining me. We've had her on the show previously, Michelle Russell. First of all, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, and thanks for being out here.
Yeah, it's how could we not be out here? This is an absolutely perfect place to be live for a show today. You can see the music behind me has started. They just finished up a song. Heights of the Era, the whole point of it is we're going to showcase the music from the 1920s and 30s that, you know what, just, it's what this weekend is all about, Bix Beiderbecke. And a lot of times, you know, we lose that a little bit. So, Michelle, that's why really you guys, you and your husband decided we need to do something about that.
Yeah, we have like many people in our community really missed Bix. And really, it's said in a sentence is we want to bring Bix music back to Bix weekend. A lot of people who run the Bix, I mean, this Quad City Times Bix 7 race is like the biggest event of the year, right? And we love it, we have fun, and it's like Bix. But if you ask somebody like young like you, you're like, do you know who Bix is, what it means? They don't know. And it's, you know, this person who like contributed so much to music, you know, and came from Davenport, Iowa. So it's wonderful music, and we're trying to introduce people back to his name and the music and the vibe of the simplicity of the earlier era.
I try and explain it to people, and I'm like, you know, like Beyonce, or like, you know, like think of like one of the most popular, most well-known musicians of your era, and that is Bix Beiderbecke, and that is why we run this ridiculous race every year. Okay, so the festivities are underway right now. They just began. You came over to me after being on that giant stage and introducing this event. So talk about what's left for the rest of the day and the evening.
Yeah, we're really just getting started. So we started off at 3. We go till 10:30 is the last musical note played. But next up is a great way to you, Morgan, get ready for the race tomorrow.
Oh, no.
Because we're doing yoga at 4 p.m. Right here at the park. Actually, I see like a girl walking by here with her like yoga mat. Hey, get over here. So are you doing yoga?
Yes.
Are you running tomorrow?
No, I'm not.
See? So whether you're running, it's like totally can like get you ready for the race.
Yes.
Or you can just be a yoga-y. Just do it.
You know what? If you are running the race tomorrow, you should not be running today. You should be doing yoga today and preparing. So we've got yoga coming up at 4 p.m. We do have a graphic that shows a little bit about what is happening here for Heights of the Era. If you weren't fortunate enough to come last year when it was 1,000,000 degrees and still the best time ever, you should definitely make it out here tonight. It goes on until 10:30. There are multiple, it's free. There are multiple musical acts, different parts of the country, Dixieland jazz. Parking can be tricky in the village. If you come right now, you're fine, but there is a shuttle service available, and you can find more information by heading to theheightsoftheera.com. So we want to encourage everybody, especially if you're not gearing up for, you know, a giant 7-mile run tomorrow. This is a way to like have a great time on Bix weekend with the entire family, and it is a free event.
You know what, Morgan?
What?
When I was like young and could do it, this was like my memory. We went to like the Bix Fest on Friday, and you like, even if it was like 2 hours later, you're like getting up and running the race. So you can do both.
You can do both. I plan to do both. There you go. All right, we are reporting live in Davenport from Lindsay Park in McClellan Heights. And Jake, I'm going to send it back to you.
Thanks, Morgan, so much. Up next, a special open-air market hosted by QC Empowerment happening Sunday. Learn about the local vendors, food trucks, live entertainment, and more next on QC Live.